Good evening to all of you. So I've been recording videos to walk you through my journey. And in my last video, I told you about all the changes that I've started making as a result of finding my purpose and working towards it. How I'd like to define the changes are in three categories. So things that I have added, things that I have edited, and things that I have deleted. What I added was early in the morning, the first thing I do after waking up, there's a yoga mat that I have right in front of me, and I could probably show you because my room is fairly clean, I would say. But I can tell you so you know that I'm not genuinely telling you the truth. Here is my bed, that's where I sleep, and then right opposite to that, I have my yoga mat, and now I've added a mat for my son because he has started doing it with me. Hopefully, it becomes a habit for him, and that's my mirror, which is a Lululemon studio mirror, and I use my app to do yoga. So I start my day with 20 minutes of body movement and yoga or Pilates. I kind of mix it up on some days. And then I follow it up with meditation. That's something that I'm still working on. Some days I'm doing it, some days I'm not. But I've been able to successfully keep my mind quiet and just focus on my breathing for 9 to 10 minutes. And that's huge progress for me. And just being able to show up on the mat, do the exercises, and try meditation is just giving me a great start to the day. And then my evening routine, what I've added is I do affirmations in the evenings, write a few things, 2 to 3 affirmations, and then I say it out loud with conviction. I create my to-do list for tomorrow. I say it's a good practice to do it the previous night versus wake up and then make a to-do list for the day. And I journal something that I'm grateful for that happened during the day, and also something that I want to let go of. So for example, a couple of days ago, my son was taking a lot of time to get ready for school and just got a little angry at him. And these things happen, but that's something that I want to let go of. So I don't want things like that to impact my reaction or outbursts, especially on a kid. So these are the edits that I've made. I used to have coffee, like my husband would wake me up with a coffee by the bed, and I was so used to that. And now, even if he gets me the coffee to the bed, I keep it on the side. I go and I do my yoga first and try the meditation, and then I'll warm up the coffee and have it. So they say you should not have coffee for the first 1.5 hours. I think I've become closer to 60 minutes now, but I want to push it a little more. So I've started editing that habit of mine, and I've had trouble sleeping properly. What I mean by that is I'm a night owl. There are different personality types. So I'm a night owl. So I can stay up very late in the night and still wake up, 7 a.m. or 7:30 a.m. and go through my day. I'm trying to have a better sleeping pattern, like sleep at a certain time, wake up at a certain time, and trying to get to the minimum 7 hour window, which I wasn't doing for a long, long time. And I used to work in night shifts when I started my career back in India. I was supporting customers in the US and UK. So my whole cycle was opposite to how it's supposed to be. And I struggled with that, but I'm working on it. And each day I think I'm making more and more progress. And I can see that my energy levels are better. What I mean by that is throughout the day, it's a certain level of energy versus seeing those spikes and then suddenly feeling like I have no energy at all. So that's one big edit I've made. And another edit I've made is I'm listening a lot more. I am somebody who's very enthusiastic, energetic, and highly opinionated. So I want to put my points across, but I am consciously being more self aware, and I'm telling myself that, hey, just listen, just listen, just listen. Every day I know I'm becoming better. So these are some edits that I've made. And in terms of deletions, I'm not sure if it's in the delete or the edit column, but I've put it in the delete column. So what I've started doing is I used to maybe talk to a few people or follow a few people or just randomly scroll through Instagram. I've stopped doing that, especially the first thing when I wake up in the morning. I try not to look at my phone. And the only reason why I open my phone is to open that Lululemon app for my yoga class. But I try not to go to social media or check my messages. Completely deleted that portion in the morning. And even otherwise, I'm trying not to give my time and energy to people who I think are not adding value to my life, right? It's hard, but you have to do that because you need to be more self-conscious and spend energy with things that add value to you, people that add value to you. So what I've started doing is connecting with old friends and friends that were super close. I continue to talk to them or connect with old friends because they remind me of who I am and they understand me. So I'm taking that extra effort of doing that versus just talking to everybody who wants to talk to me. Second deletion I've made is I used to love binge watching. Even if it's not a very good show, if I'm into it, then I might as well finish it. So I have stopped doing that. Now I still watch. It's not that I've become this monk and I've stopped watching TV, but I've consciously told myself that I'll watch things because for me it's just relaxing and enjoying life a little bit. You know, you've worked hard all day or all week, and now it's okay to just watch something. I'm not too hard on myself, but I'm not like those cliffhanger episode endings, and then you want to watch the next episode and you don't sleep on time. So I'm trying to really be conscious about that and not do that. And I'm also consciously trying to watch more true story based dramas or crime series because I'm like, at least it'll add some knowledge. So I'm picking and choosing very carefully. And what I've replaced my binge watching with is, instead of switching on the TV remote and hitting Netflix or Hulu or Apple TV, I'm opening my phone and I open Experiencify, which is the Jay Shetty platform where I have all my training curriculums and library and webinars that I can watch to learn about coaching. Right? I keep trying to gain more knowledge and learn. And if I'm not on Experiencify, then I try and go to Masterclass, which is another app on my phone. So I am consciously trying to choose something different every time I want to hit that remote and just binge watch and be a couch potato. So those are some things that have really helped me. And to be honest with you, it has made such a huge impact. The happiness that I'm waking up with each day is something I cannot describe right now, but I'm really, really happy from within. I'm a working mom of a 5-year-old. I'm a Indian wife, so I also, do the cooking and stuff like that around the house. So there are things on my plate. And I never thought I could take so much time from my life or to focus on me or focus on like side gig or a hustle, whatever you want to call it. But I'm able to do all of that. During this course, we have to attend one call per week, which is 1.5 hours long. We have to do 20 hours of unsupervised coaching in the 16, 17 weeks for which I apply for my certification, which is next week. We have to finish 33 hours of self study, leveraging the library on Jay Shetty's platform. So I've done all of that. And now I'm like, gosh, I was able to take some time out, still manage my day, still deliver everything from a work perspective as a mother, as a wife, as a daughter, take care of myself, focus on self love, connect with old friends, meet them on the weekends, and it's all happening as we speak. So these were the changes that I've made, and I hope this helps you. What I would highly recommend is watching or reading this, watching a masterclass on this by James Clear, reading this Atomic Habits book, because it's all about small, small changes and it's all about showing up. And then it'll have a very big impact on the goals that you set for yourself, and all your habits have to be based on your bigger goals. So read this book, and maybe in the next video that I share, I can talk about my takeaways from this book and, tell you all about how it has had an impact on me in a big and a small way. Thank you for listening in. Please send me any questions that you have.